Hi Flosstube, it's Laura McClary, textilist. Welcome to the 21st day of Vlogmas. Today I had planned on just sitting and stitching all day. I kind of lazed around in the morning, flipped through social media, and then I got out a chart and kitted it up, and then I kind of got sidetracked. Do you remember when I had talked about having one of my things that I wanted to get kind of organized in the coming year is all of the charts that I have on my computer, things that I bought through as a PDF or Patreon or something like that. So it occurred to me when I was charting this other one I'm going to show you here in just a minute, is that I had not shown you my Teresa K charts. And then I realized that a lot of them had not been printed out yet. And so then I had to go look and see what was printed and what was not. And then I ended up renaming all of my charts so that they're in, I can look for them by year and by month. And you kind of know how that goes, or at least that's how it goes in my life. I go start to do one thing, and then something else comes up, and then something else comes up, and then something else comes up. I am totally a squirrel person. However, I did get through my entire catalog of Teresa K charts, and I have a real treat for you because I have a bunch to show you. If you belong to her Patreon, you know that Teresa is very prolific in the charts that are included in the various levels of Patreon. The last couple years, I was at level 3, and then this year, starting this month, I switched to level 4. So I have some really great charts to show you. The caveat is, I'll say it now, and I'll say it when I start, and I'll say it when I finish, is that a lot of these have not been released, or maybe only some of them have been released. And I can't tell you which is which. I might know from memory of a couple of them that have been released. If you do not belong to her Patreon, go check it out. Just go to Patreon and then search for Teresa K and see what levels are available. I don't know if all levels have this capability, but I know that level 3 and level 4, that once you belong to Patreon, you have the ability to go to a separate area on her website, and you can purchase previous Patreon charts. So if they had not been released yet, you can purchase those. I don't know if that's available in all levels. You'll really need to look and see. I think she has 4 levels. Yeah, I'm a tier 4. So there's 4 levels. So it's possible that maybe only the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, or maybe just the 3rd and 4th levels have that ability. Don't take my word for it. Go look at her Patreon if you're interested, if you see some charts here. Otherwise, you will just have a great list of charts in anticipation of when they are released. So before we get started on that, I don't remember if I showed you, but I did finish Marian Christmas, and this is a chart by Not Forgotten Farm. I finished it a couple days ago, and I absolutely don't recall if I showed you that it was when it was finished. So let me just put this behind it. Here's my finish. This is on 30 count weeks gray, and it's using the called for DMCs, except that I used, let me look here. I used 918 versus 919, and that's the red orange that is shown here. I really like this. Now that I'm done, the chart doesn't call for it, but I think I'm going to put a couple berries up here, or maybe right there, and then it's ready to be fully finished. So I really liked that stitch. Other than the fact I kept making mistakes, not the fault of the chart. It could be truly a 2-evening stitch. The one that I charted up today that I'm excited to start is a La-Di-Da, and it looks like it could be a quick stitch. I don't know if I'll finish it before the season ends. I probably will try to finish it even if it goes after Christmas, and because I think you can leave it out even after Christmas. And it's called Rudolph, and I'm going to stitch this. It calls for a 35 count Mocha by Linen. I have a 36 count, but I didn't want to stitch it on that color. I picked up a Weeks Aspen. So I'm going to stitch it on Weeks Aspen, and I also changed using, it calls for DMC 310, which is black, and 822, and I'm going to use a very dark green. Not the darkest DMC, because I didn't have it, and I didn't want to wait to go buy the darkest, kind of a black green. I chose DMC 935. I think those colors are going to go great. The majority of it is stitched in just this color, and then there's a little bit of this in between, and I'm not too worried about it not showing on here because it's always going to be surrounded by the green. So I'm looking forward to stitching that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to frame it and not make a pen pillow, but I may change my mind after it's done. On 36 count, it's going to finish pretty small. It's going to be 3 inches by 7 1/8. So I'm going to get started on that tonight. Since I got totally squirreled all day, I'm going to at least get the start on it tonight. Also wanted to share with you, I belong to a couple of quilting supply. It would be like a stash unload, but it's called like Selling My Sewing Supplies. And there was someone on there who was getting ready to move, and they were selling their collection of quilt books for $2 each, and then just whatever the shipping would be. I ended up getting this stack of books here, plus a couple more, and in this stack I got a Maggie Bononomy. I have, well, here, I'll just say, these aren't holiday, but I can share. Oof, sorry, they're heavy. I can share what I got. This is a Heart to Hand. She does all that beautiful, lots of crafty things. I've made several Heart to Hand things, and this is published by Quilt Mania. So I got this beautiful book, and I think it might have a few Christmas things in it. Let me flip through it real quick while I'm chatting at you. It looks like all seasons. I'm not seeing things. Oops, wait. Oh, there's something in there that's tomatoes. All sorts of projects that, oh, there we go. That's in there. And Quilt Mania, things that are published by Quilt Mania are always a beautiful book. This is no exception. This one is very pretty, and it comes with the full-size patterns, etc. So $2. I also got a copy of Women of Design Quilts in the Newspaper by Barbara Brackman, and that is, this is a really good one. Now, my great-grandmother lived in Missouri, and she contributed in the 30s. She contributed 3 different quilt patterns. I have not been able to get through this to see if any of hers are in here, but I have a copy of the newspaper clipping from 1939, 39, I think it's 39, where she had submitted 7 Sisters quilt block, and it was printed. And I keep wanting to find a better copy of it to hang up on my studio wall. This is a great one by Pat Sloan. I've seen a couple of the quilts in this one at a show before, and this one is really cute. This is an older book. Jacobean Rhapsodies. I'm not sure if I already have a copy of this. I might have thought that I intended to buy it and did it, but for $2 I was willing to take a chance that I did. And I love Jacobean. I love, doing it in wool or doing it in embroidery. It's just, to me, it's very beautiful. So $2. This one is by Margaret Peters and Ann Sutton, and it's Country Quilts for Friends. And it has some real cute stuff in it. It has some holiday, like here, look at that one. That one's very cute. Again, older, but still adorable. This one is a Maggie Bononomy, and it's published by Simply Needle Love, which I have several of those books. But this one's all Maggie. Most of the time they are several designers in one book, but this is just Maggie. So picked up that one, and this one is by Robin Pandolf, another designer that I just love. And this one is signed by Robin Pandolf, and it also comes with a CD, which can be handy when you're trying to print out things. And it's an applique book. Cute kitties. I really haven't had the time to sit down and look through these to see what all that I got. Ooh, this has recipes in it too. How nice. And then the two that I really wanted to show you, this is also another Needle Love, and it's Wintergreen Threads. So I do collect these books. I have maybe 10 of them, different seasons, etc. But I did not have this one, and I was super excited to see it. This one is all holiday, and it has a variety. Maggie Bonomi is a contributor to this one, and several other people. So that's not the color version, but that's one of her contributions in this book. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So there's a couple projects, and so that's a rug hooking and a wool applique, and here is some cross stitch and more wool applique. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I'm just super excited about this one. And then here is a couple more projects that is in this book. You can still find these, different places will have them, and I think Needle Love itself still has a lot of them on their website. I don't know if they have their entire collection, but I do know they have some, and they're at the regular price, so you're not paying, a premium for out of print. This was also included, I purchased this one. It's Santa's Parade, and it's nursery rhymes, and it's historic red work by Kansas City Star. I loved the Kansas City Star Press. It was kind of hard to get any of the books. A lot of original Blackbird design books were published by Kansas City Press. And so I was tickled to get this one too. And these are, like it says, nursery rhymes, but I think there's also a Santa in here. So I thought I'd share that with you. I can't find it, but there's the picture of the Santa. So that came in the mail, and that was wonderful. Okay, so are you ready for a Teresa K? Please pause the video and go get a pen and paper, because you're going to want to write these down. And I will tell you the name, and if it was a Patreon chart, I will tell you the month and the year. So if you are already a Patreon member and you hadn't seen it, maybe you come lately, then you can go look for it in the place that Teresa has for Patreon members. If not, then you can write down the name and hopefully wait till it is released. I would say anything that I'm going to show you from 2022 and 2023, a high possibility that it has not been released yet. The first ones I'm going to show you, though, I bought as charts, so I know that they are available out there. And this is a very popular one. I don't remember who finished this recently, but it is Strutton, and it is so cute. So that one came out in, well, gotta get the spectacles. This one came out in 2019. A couple of these are ones that I think I got the download for. This one is called Santa's Hike, and I don't have a year on it. Isn't that cute? This one is called Do Snowman. It's also very cute. These I know are released because I've purchased them, although some of them I may have purchased at, well, they're all 20, let's see, is that 120? Yeah, these are all 2020. I'm pretty sure all of these are available. Heaven and Nature, Sing, it's called Heaven and Nature. And this is a gorgeous sampler. It's big. It's really big. It's like 284 by 360. It's a big one. It's a big girl. This one is also quite large and is Faith, Hope, Peace, and Love. So what I'm going to show you is what I would consider Christmas or winter stitches, and this is one. I think it's very pretty. This one also I consider a Christmas. I don't know if Teresa released it as one, but it is Pet All the Dogs and Hug All the Cats. And of course you know which one I'm going to be doing. So Love Me a Big Red House. Teresa delivers. Okay, so those are ones that I just have charts for, or I may have bought the download. This one was a Patreon chart, but it also was a gift from Teresa at a Midwest cross stitch retreat in fall 2021. And it is the ABC 123 sampler. And it's just beautiful. So this was a Patreon July 2021 for tiers 2 through 4. The next one is November 2021. So if you're in tier 3, you get 2 charts every month. And if you're in tier 4, you get 3 charts every month. And I think I figured it out. If you pay for the entire year of Patreon, you get a 15% discount from Teresa. And the charts came out till, I could be misquoting it, but it was around the $6.50 to $7.50 a chart, maybe a little bit less. I'd have to go back and look because, like I said, you're getting 3. If you're tier 2, you're getting, if you're tier 3, you're getting 2 a month, and if you're tier 4, you're getting 3 a month. And it was like $17 and some change a month after you divided it out across the year. Okay, back to the chart. So this was November 2021, and the chart is called A Lot Like Christmas. And I love Teresa's style. I actually have fabric from way back in the day when she did fabric before she did punch needle and cross stitch, and then has, of course, went back to designing fabric as well. This one is called O Tannenbaum, and it is also from November of 2021. And again, I don't know which of these have been released and which have not. This one is called Snow Folly, and I apologize, my printing on this did not come out very well, but it is from December of 2021. Isn't that cute? I was looking today because I wasn't part of tier 4, so there's definitely some tier 4 holiday, Christmas, winter charts that I'm going to have to go back and buy. This one is from December 2021, and it's called In the Meadow. And I think this was a freebie, but I can't tell you if it was a freebie for everyone or if it was a freebie for Patreon members. But it's called Old Saint Nick. I'm kind of thinking this one might be on her website. So I would go to teresakogut.com, and she has a little button at the top that says free, and I think this one is there. Don't hold me to it, but it's called Old Saint Nick. And that's the December 2021. Okay, so that was 2021. Oh, so many good ones in 2022. So this was in January of 2022, and it's called Jack and Kitties. So you've got this little Jack Snowman, Jack Frost, and 2 kittens. And you know I'm going to be changing those kittens so they look like Fiona and Isabel. This one is so cute because the border, I just love the border. It has pine cones and pine needles, but it also has snowmen in the border, and it's Snow Place Like Home. And this is from January 2022. Isn't that cute? I'm not sure what this guy is right here. Is that like doesn't have a big enough tail to be a beaver. Maybe it's a bear. Oh, the next 2. This is from July. So in July, she always does Christmas as well. So this is July 2022, Right Jolly Old Elf. Is that not just the cutest darn thing? And this one as well, from July 2022, and it's the Green Coat Santa. And you've probably seen this. I think, I could be wrong, but I think she turned this one into the fabric line, a fabric line. Okay, November 2022, and when I printed this out, see, sometimes I get them and I download them and I look at them and they're all cute, and then I move on to the next thing and I forget how adorable some of them are. This one I really like, and it's Joyful Day, and this is from November of 2022. And this one is Merry Santa, also from November of 2022. And this picture does not show you how cute this is. I love this. That's very cute. The next one is from December of 2022, and if you are a blue and gray and white fan for winter, this is really cute, and it's a blustery winter day. Blustery day. Look at those snowmen. Their hat and their scarf are just blowing all over. This one I have started. It's one of my whips. One of my friends at Stitch Group finished this one last year, and as soon as I saw it finished, I had to start it, and I'm doing it on like a dark blue. And this one is called A Sweet Song. So these are the kinds of stitches. The last one I just showed you and this one, they come out in December, and they're great for January and February stitching, for winter stitching. Okay. So that was 2022. So you would typically receive Santas in July and November, December, potentially January. You're not going to get a Santa, but you might get snowmen. These are from 2023. This is January, and it is I Live in a Cottage. I love that, dear. And the great thing, you know, some of her charts are very big, but you can certainly take motifs or part of a border, or, I mean, like those deer would be really great. And then part of that border. They're so beautiful. This one is A Happy House, and it is from January of 2023. I like the opposite color strawberries. This is her Christmas in July for 2023, and this one is called Oh Christmas. Isn't that gorgeous? Very fracture, German looking. I think it's gorgeous. Love that holly border. This is another one that is just super duper cute. It's Dear Santa from July of 2023. He's got scissors and yarn and some more scissors and spools of thread. Is that not cute? Okay, this December, she blew me away. I could not believe how beautiful each chart is for this December. And this is when I changed to tier 4, so I got 3. And let's see, which one am I going to show you first? I'll show you this one. This is, so if you sign up before the end of the month, you will get these charts. I'm not affiliated with Teresa. I just love her work. She's a sweet, sweet person, and it is a really good deal if you're interested and you like her style. This one is Warm and Cozy Winter. I want to start all of these, all of the ones that she sent out this month for Patreon. The next one is A Cardinal's Friend. Just took my breath away. It's so pretty. And then the last one to show you is Winter Wonderland. She just knocked it out of the park with this month. It's so, so gorgeous. I love each and every one. So that's my Teresa K parade. I'm going to reiterate, as I said I would, that most of these were from Patreon. I've been a Patreon since 2021, and there are some that I missed because I came a little bit late to the game, but I did my best to catch up. And she does provide a lot of other things, like there's some extra crafts, sometimes there's an extra chart. You get previews before things go to Nashville. You get previews of her fabric lines. So she has a very robust Patreon. And I hope you enjoyed that. I hope there was a few that you found that you would like and, wrote them down. And when they come out, then you can be sure and look for them. And if not, go and look at her Patreon and see if that's something that would work for you. Happy holidays. I'm going to wrap it up for today. We're getting really close. I hope you all are having a great time with your family and your friends and your loved ones. And I'll see you tomorrow.